Hari Om. Good morning. Hello, friends. And happy birthday, Krishna. Today is Krishna Janmastami. It's uh, the the birth date of the celebration of when Krishna avatar came into this realm. So it's a very special and auspicious day if you were to talk to a Vaishnava uh, practitioner of Sanatana Dharma. So Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. It's good to be here this morning, and it is an auspicious day. It's also my 20th wedding anniversary today. So happy anniversary, Angela. And it's the birth date of my father. So happy birthday, Dad. It's a lot of things happening today, and it's all celebration. So I'm happy to be here to celebrate today in this body. Um, I'm not really caught up yet this morning with myself. Uh, Feeling a touch ungrounded. Um, Maybe it's not ungrounded, actually. I think that maybe it's more. Hmm, Maybe I feel inwardly dissociated from wanting to be expressing externally. I don't know if that makes any sense. I guess essentially I'm feeling more introverted today and also being called into extroversion. And I think that that's something that a lot of us experience, especially if we've had an identity of being an extrovert or being someone who is more boisterous or magnanimous or loud or any of these things. I think it can pretty easily um, distort that self that's underneath the identity of being an extrovert. It can distort um, who we know we are when we fall into these ways of expecting ourselves to behave the same way today as we did yesterday, or from moment to moment, even when there's an expectation of who it is you are supposed to be, what role it is you are supposed to be performing. Um, I think there's sometimes this melancholy that enters into that relationship with ourselves. I guess an easy way to think about it for myself is that um, there's so many parts of who we are. There's so many different expressions of my love, of my care, of my frustration, of my anger. There's so many different places in which this experience that I'm having can be worked with. How do I work with what's happening right now? How do I respond? How do I react? And in what way does that challenge who I think I am or who you think I am? And in what way does that challenge our identity, the way we self identify or the way we identify the self? And in what ways does that lead us into feelings of depression or dissociation or anxiety? Um, how often is it that I not depressed or I'm not anxious until I start to approach the concept of not being who I think I'm supposed to be in the moment. And as soon as that happens, as soon as I begin to assign myself a role, I begin to feel inferior to myself. Or I begin to feel like I'm an imposter to myself. And I guess that's where I'm at this morning. And it's not so much that I'm feeling the depression or anxiety or the imposter syndrome today. It's just that I'm recognizing maybe there's an expression that's not what I expected it to be on a day of celebration. And it's not a down expression, and it's not an expression of sadness. It's just an expression of calm, maybe a reverence. Maybe it's reverence. But what an amazing thing it can be for us if we find the ability to allow for whatever expression it is to come forth without having to force anything. Just a simple allowance of what I'm feeling or what I'm expressing in this moment. And that's where the collaboration begins, right? That moment of when my expression in this physical body, the emotions that this body carries, the sensations that this body brings, the experience that this life has held, when all of those elements can collude with what's happening with all vibration at once right now, with all of existence colluding together to co-create this expression, this gesture of spirit. And then it's not a matter of spiritual bypassing of, oh, I need to not be this body. I need to not be in this space. I need to not be here. There's something else that I need, right? There's something much of higher importance in the spiritual realm. But if we can understand that the expressions of the physical realm are an expression of the spiritual realm, and that it's a particular voice that can only be heard through this body right now. This is the reason this body is here. This is the manifestation of this spiritual energy is coming through in this material world right now. And to be able to flow into that, that's like the dance of Radha and Krishna. See, Krishna's cohort, Krishna's love, Krishna's other part of self is Radha. She's what completes Krishna. And the two of them have this dance that they're in, where they fill the spaces for a wholeness with one another. So much so that they become one. Radhe Krishna, Radhe Sham. And I think that that's where it's at right now for me is being able to enter into that space of collusion between what it is that wants to express itself through me and what it is I am allowing myself to express. And I think it comes down to one pretty easy question to ask. What does love ask of me right now? How do I show up? That's it. How are you going to show up for love today? And then we start to inspect just a little bit. Am I allowing the expression that wants to be expressed to come through? Am I opening my body in a way that allows for the flow of this energy? Am I opening up my communication in a way that allows for understanding? I think these are the questions that we can ask ourselves in any moment, just to check in. And we don't have to wait for the body to scream at us with discomfort or pain or dis-ease or anxiety or depression. If we can listen to the subtle, quiet answers that the body gives us, then we know if we are opening or not. And just simply asking the question, how can I show up for love today? I think that's a good start. So today, as I'm feeling a bit more calm, stoic, then that's how I'm going to show up for love today. A bit more subdued, reverent. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. So happy birthday, Krishna. Thank you all for coming this morning. Maybe let's take a few moments just to breathe together and ask ourselves that question of how we're going to show up for love today. Find yourself in a balanced position. The Sanskrit word for the position is asana. It translates, in one translation would be seat. And again, it's not to take the seat, it's to become the seat. So let's become the seat where our soul can sit for just a moment. If you're seated on the floor like I am, on a cushion or a pillow with your legs crossed in any number of positions, just check in on your body. Make sure you're not causing any undue stress or strain. Check your ankles and your feet. Make sure your knees are not being stressed. Check your buttocks and your lower back, your perineum. This is your connection, your root that takes you right into the energy of the earth. So check in here and make sure that you're not blocking with an uncomfortable position to sit in. And then check your belly. Soften the belly. We spend a lot of our time sucking our gut in, holding our belly in, and in some ways we may think this is vanity or trying to mask the size of our belly in a size-conscious culture. But on a deeper psycho-spiritual level, holding in of the gut is for protection. Tightening the abdominals tightens your core and protects you from potential attack. And so if we are walking around protected, guarded, it might be because we think that we're vulnerable to attack. And this is a small substate of fight, flight, or fawn. This is our survival mechanism. So check in on your belly. Allow it to relax and open. And then take a nice long breath in through the nose and let the belly rise with the breath. And release. And again, all the way to the bottom of the belly. And again. Continue breathing into the belly. Be with your heart for a moment. See if you can feel the beating of your own heart. Check in on your chest, your upper back, your shoulders. Let your shoulders hang loosely, bringing the shoulder blades together just a bit in the back to roll the arms open, palms facing up, opening your chest, opening your heart. Breathe in. Relax your jaw, the back of your neck, your cheeks, your eyes, and your brow. With eyes closed, look behind the eyelids and be here for a few breaths. open and express exactly how it is you are showing up for love today. Thank you, friends, for joining on the journey home today. Let's end our practice with gratitude. Placing my hands as if I'm holding a bowl in front of my body. And this bowl is what I have to give and what I have to receive. And when I'm having a difficult time connecting into love, I simply say thank you, thank you, thank you. Because a grateful mind works with a loving heart. And when I can connect my thoughts to love, then I'm at peace. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hari Om. All right, friends. I hope to see you tomorrow. If you can chant the Maha Mantra today, think lovingly of the little blue cowherd boy. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hari Bol.